So now we're going to be magnetizing and setting up the Gan RS. And as you can see, I have all of my lube here to see what I want to do, and I'm going to set it up and see how good we can get it. So, alright, so let's get into it. Before we get started, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you can be notified of upcoming videos. So let's look at what we get inside the package with the magnets. So this is some glue, 1.5 milliliters of some glue, and that comes with it, so you can apply the magnets. And let's see. It also comes with 2 tips for easy application. It comes with 50 magnets, and it also comes with some custom Cubicle Labs logos, which I think look pretty cool. And so yeah, alright, so before we magnetize this, we have to take it apart. Haha, just kidding. With the Gan R, because of how it is, all we have to do is take off the actual caps of the pieces, and we can actually leave the whole cube together, which makes it really easy to magnetize. So let's do that. Alright, so now that we have all the caps off, as you can see, it is just put back together just like normal. And so now we're going to add the magnets. So when you're adding the magnets, you want to try to push them in as much as possible because these caps can sometimes get in the way. So I figured out this little spot right here actually does end up working. You can put the caps on at this part. So yeah, so now we're going to add the glue. So we're going to take off this black piece, and we're going to add on the dispensing tip. And then we're going to add some glue to the magnets so that they don't move. Alright, then we can just let that dry for about a minute to 2, and then we can add the caps back on the magnets. So as you can see, they do fit where they are with the caps on. And so yeah, so now we're going to just magnetize the rest of the puzzle. When it dries. Sadly, I did lose the footage of me magnetizing the rest of the cube, but all you have to do is turn the layer, and then you can add two more magnets, which will have 4 magnets on the cube, and then you can turn it again to get an additional 4 magnets, and so on until you magnetize the rest of the cube. But it's pretty simple and straightforward. Speed Cube Review has a good video on it. Alright, so I did end up losing that footage, really sorry guys, but I will show you a little bit how I kind of magnetize it. But so yeah, so this is what it looks like disassembled. I have also cleaned all the pieces, so all the pieces are clean of lube. I did end up getting super glue on a couple of them, and I tried to get that off as best as possible. First, before we lube it, or put it together, we need to lube it. So first we're going to lube the core with our Lubical Black. Alright, so now let's find a centerpiece and the spring. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the centerpiece on and let it go all the way down, and then we are going to lube the inside of the spring. So we're just going to take our Lubical Black and put some lube on the inside. And I'm also going to put a little bit on these core pieces, and then we can put the spring on like that, and then we have one done. And let's do that to the rest of them. Now lubed the core, so let's put it back together. Alright, so now we have it lubed, or the core, and so now we gotta lube the pieces, and it is super dry. So in order to lube it, I have all of my lubes. But after reviewing, I think that I'm going to use Mystic, because I've never used it before, and it sounds like it's going to be really good for this cube, as it will be fast, but yet controllable, I really like being able to feel the lube, so let's use this Mystic lube that we got. If you don't know Mystic, Mystic is a plant-based lube, and it uses the lubricity of the plant that they used, to just makes it so that it's fast and controllable, and yet it's really easy to feel the pieces. So I'm going to take this and put it on the tracks, It has kind of like a clear silver kind of a color. So let's, and then I'm also going to put it on the pieces. And then let's put that piece in. And then let's do the corner. Alright, then we can put that piece back in. Maybe. There we go. I got a little bit on the outside. Let's get that off. Now, we're going to put this back on. In case we need any more of it, we can add some more. So then let's work it in. Right off the bat, I'm really liking these magnets. The magnets are really strong and snappy, which I really like. Because I made them closer to the outside, they feel a lot more snappy and stronger than normal. So yeah, I'm really overall happy with this cube. And I'm working in the lube. It does still feel a little bit dry, but the lube is definitely in there. I can also add some silk if I feel like I want to make it so that you can feel the lube a little bit more. So let's do a quick solve. Yeah, so overall, I'm a big fan of this cube. I'm not a fan of the frosted plastic because my hands are slipping off really easily. But other than that, it is definitely a really, really good cube. And after setup, it can be really good, and the magnets are really good. Until I get my XS, this is probably going to be my main over my other main. And yeah, so the magnets are super snappy, and yet it's super fast and can do double turns. And so yeah, so overall, I'm really happy with how this cube turned out. And I definitely recommend it if you magnetize it. I do not recommend buying it at $16 if you're not going to magnetize it. So if you're going to magnetize it, definitely pick one up. Definitely try it for yourself. It is definitely a really good cube. And so yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this setup of the Gan X or the Gan RS, and I'll see you guys next time. So before you go, I'm just going to get into my final thoughts on the Gan RSM after I magnetized it. So let's get into it. Okay, so after I have finished this cube, I am very shocked at how it turned out. I would definitely say that if Gan had magnetized it themselves, that they could probably sell it for $50 and get away with it. This cube is really good for its price, and I'm really surprised at how it ended up. I definitely recommend getting it if you're going to magnetize it, and it's definitely worth the $25. So if you were going to get it, I definitely recommend it, like I said, and definitely pick it up from the Cubicle or Speed. Overall, I hope you enjoyed my review of the Gan RSM. I do think it is a really good cube, and it's definitely main worthy. It is definitely a good $25 budget cube if you are thinking about magnetizing it, but I only recommend getting this cube if you plan on magnetizing it. So this has been my review. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.